Happy New Year! This is Dr. Lisabeth Medlock with your life coaching tip of the week for the week of January 7th, 2013. Welcome to 2013. I am glad 2012 is over. It was a difficult year for most of us, or many of us. So as we move into 2013, I want to talk about today about something I wrote about in my January newsletter, which was 10 things that you can do to make a change and change your life in 2013. And some of these things are not just short-term change, but long-term change. I'm not going to hit all of them in the video. You can look at the newsletter for that, but I'll hit a few of them. A lot of people make goals and make resolutions. I don't do that because I tend not to stick to them. But I like to kind of have things that I want to add to my life or take away from my life to make myself and my life better in the new year. And those are kind of the focus of the 10 things I talked about. The number one thing I have on the list is to choose someone to forgive. So forgive someone in your life. Someone that you hold a grudge against, someone that's done wrong by you, someone that you're bitter towards, someone that you're angry towards. Pick a person, usually somebody important in your life, and decide to forgive them. Decide to let go of that anger. Decide to not hold the grudge anymore. Because what happens when we swallow anger and bitterness is it just eats away at our soul. And really the person you poison is yourself. The other person is probably over it and gone. And gotten over it, and you're the only one suffering. So choose a person, forgive them, and you'll find that once you start forgiving that one person and you go through that process, it's then easier to forgive others. The second thing is pick one thing this year to be consistently good to yourself and focus on yourself. It could be taking 10 minutes of relaxation today, picking a favorite restaurant that you go to once a week, eating something you really love once or twice a week, going to play a round of golf, something that brings you joy and happiness into your life and that's truly just for you, and taking the time out to do something for you. If we're not good to ourselves, it's very hard to be good to other people. It's very hard to have people be good to you if you're not happy and joyous and do things that make you happy and joyous. The third thing is strike something off your bucket list if you have one. You know, there's a list of things places you want to go, things you want to do, new things you want to learn. Take something off that list and do it. I like to learn something new every year. Not sure what it's going to be. Haven't picked it yet, but thinking about it. Or if you don't have a bucket list, make one. It doesn't have to be long. But you never know what can happen. You never know what can change in your life. So really take the time to strike something off your list. Another thing you can do is take time to either meditate, or in that meditation, say prayers or affirmations every day. Taking that time and that space and creating that time for yourself to better your relationship with God, to work on something that you're working on, to become more centered, to breathe out negative energy and breathe in positive energy. It's taking that 5, 10, 20, work up to 30 minutes a day to create the space to become centered is really important when you have a lot of chaos and stress in your life, which all of us do. But that time, that quiet time, that alone time, that centering time, that time where you talk to God or whoever it might be you're talking to, is very important. So do that. Another thing to do is to be healthy. We say that every year. It's not just about eating healthy or exercising, which we all plan to do, but be healthy in a broader sense. It could be drinking more water. It could be getting better sleep and more sleep. A lot of us just don't get enough sleep, me included. It could be clearing out negative relationships, getting rid of unhealthy relationships in your life. It could be you've avoided all those screenings and going to the doctor that you need to do. There's a lot of things that encompass health. Choose one thing and do it. Another thing that you can really focus on is being in the present. One thing you can do to be in the present is quit the self-talk in your head and learn how to really be an observer of yourself. Meditation can help with this. But quiet your mind down and really be present and present focus and learn how to be an observer in the moment. We all talk about being present. Really try to do it this year. Another thing you can do is be in service to your community, be in service to others. I think that's very important. We know that the effects of being in service to others, when we volunteer, we mentor, the effects research shows on the person that volunteers or mentors are actually greater than the effects on the people that are being served. It's important to be a member of your community. We can't get things done if we all don't work together. So choose an initiative or project, something that you're committed to, and do it. Overcome a fear is another thing I talked about. We all have fears. Fears will stop us dead in our tracks from doing the things that we need to be doing. So everyone kind of, I think, also knows what their fears are. So choose a fear and think about 5 ways that you can overcome that fear this year. Really tackle one of your big fears. Another thing that you can do is stop talking badly about other people. In the Baha'i faith, I'm a Baha'i, backbiting is what we call it, and it's one of the worst things that you can do is to talk badly about someone when they're not present, really talk badly about people or gossip in general. It denigrates them, it degrades them, and it also degrades your own soul when you're doing it and damages your relationship with people and relationship with God. So don't talk badly about others. I hope you enjoyed the life coaching tip of the week. These are some things you can integrate into your life. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back every week this year, except for holidays probably, with another life coaching tip of the week. Have a great week.